Hello, people of Gensokyo. This is Saving, playing Touhou Lost Branch of Legend, and today I'm on the beta branch for something special. We finally have Koishi. So, Koishi Kameji is a Zatori yokai who closed her third eye and now basically lives her life on instinct. She has no thoughts, head empty, and is, uh, because of that, her presence cannot be felt and is generally mostly invisible to most people. For the gameplay, though, she is our new black-green character. On the left side, we have her stance set, which I'd rather not look at right now since I'm pretty sure it's going to get some changes. And well, I have issues with it. Let's not get into it. I'd rather go into the stuff that I like than talk about the stuff I dislike. So we're going to her black set. Before I start talking about it, by the way, this is beta content, and the devs are making very rapid changes and micro patching the game. So anything you see here is very likely to change in like hours, not even days, just in a few hours. So anything you see could be different already. Uh, in fact, there was like a change to this card like an hour ago, I think, an hour or two ago, yeah. But point is, this is the follow-up set. First off, follow-ups. As you can see here, Koishi has cards that do a follow-up attack, and follow-up attacks will find follow-up cards, which are cards that have the follow-up tag. And the idea is, if you have those on your draw pile, when you play one of the cards that performs the follow-up, you play the follow-up card for free. So the idea here is, like you see here, Syntae Love is a 3 mana, deal 20 damage, which is okay, but certainly not amazing. However, the idea is you draw your air keys, you play it, you perform a follow-up, and you find Instinctive Love, and suddenly you're doing 20 damage for free on top of the card's effect. So yeah, and as you can see, this is the reason change actually. Let's start a combat, and when shuffling, this card is placed at the bottom of the draw pile, which means some of the follow-up cards have this text, and the idea is you're not going to just draw these out of nowhere and just screw yourself because I just drew all my follow-up cards, so my follow-up attacks are now completely useless. So yeah, that's the idea. Some of these cards have this, and they have a disadvantage, which is you have to actually use your other follow-up cards first for your follow-up attacks to actually get them. But in exchange, you are protected from the bad luck of just drawing all your follow-ups. So yeah, that's honestly pretty nice. It's a change I really like. And we're going to see it in action in the run. Before we go forward though, we're going to look at the exhibit and the spell card. Outside of these two cards, by the way, same usual with the base deck: 2 shoots, 2 boundaries, 2 attacks, and 3 defense that cost 2 mana. However, the basic attacks do have follow-up card, so these can be played for free by the archives as well. As for her starting exhibit, custom sunglasses, this is basically like you get 10 barrier on elites and bosses, which, incentivizes actually fighting elites, which I really like, because I feel like risk avoidance is kind of a way too good strategy in many parts of the gameplay, and I do like fighting elites, so I'm happy about it. And as a bonus, since these are sunglasses, well, refracted sunlights are gonna deal no damage. It's not very relevant, but it is helpful on some bosses and elites. Like for example, the 3 Fairies of Light. Sunny will still like shuffle the statuses that you can't play into your deck, but at least they're not dealing damage to you. Finally, her spell card is 24 damage AoE, but it also performs a follow-up attack when you play it. So it looks into your deck and searches for follow-up cards to play. So the spell card is weaker when you don't have, a follow-up card to play, but can actually be even stronger than many other AoE cards. So yeah, that's it for Koishi B, and we're gonna do the same as always. Lunatic 7, Unknown Fate, no Seed, and let's go. So I've actually been playing for a few hours already. I wanted to practice before I did a video and stuff, both so I could experiment and so I could, actually get better before showing off the character. In Lunatic 7, I've only gotten a couple of wins, but yeah, I did get at least a couple. And yeah, that's about it. I'm really enjoying the B set, not so much the A set, but I have hope that it will get changed pretty swiftly, considering how quickly they're doing changes. Like, they've already changed some parts about the A set, but the parts I dislike have, the issues are a bit too integrated with what the set is meant to do, so it's gonna take a while, basically. But let's not worry about that. Let's worry about this. I think, I want to do a triple elite, since that is kind of what the exhibit is asking me to do. And we do have a shop on Act 2, so I wouldn't be entirely opposed to just going, get the money, do the first elite by using the spell card. And then for the second one, we're gonna be to a shop and we're gonna be pretty loaded if we get our money. So I think that should be fine. I don't want to remove a card, although eventually I will want to remove these, so I can guarantee I'll get to my Instinctive Love. And I do not want to run on rare, even though it could be interesting, because I do think Koishi's archetypes are very hard to combine, so if we got a rare from the other archetype instead of the follow-up attack archetype, we might actually be screwed. So yeah, I'm gonna be picking up Sponsor here, and just gonna go ahead and do Elite into Elite 1-1 into Shop Elite 1-2. So some of the classic here. Yes, Kadama gameplay. Just block what you can, kill them when you can. And yeah, as you can see here, we have both Overflowing and Instinctive Love at one of our deck. And we have the Erkis here. But since we know that this one is guaranteed to be at the bottom, we know that we're gonna get Overflowing, we're not gonna get the Instinctive. So this is basically 11 damage. Still, we don't really have much better things to do with our mana, so let's go ahead and chunk this one. Punch here, and block as much as we can. Still taking 4 damage, but oh well. Good news about drawing this though. Even weakened, it's still 14 damage. So it still hits, quite solidly. We got to actually kill here. And we're gonna take 3 more damage from the bottom Katama, but it is what it is. Sadly, we did draw both the Overflowing and the Arkeys, so yeah. Early game, this is just going to happen. It's basically inevitable, sadly. But eventually, we'll be able to, have a bit of a bigger deck, have more ways to trigger our follow-up attacks, and actually get access to stronger and more consistent plays. For now though, we'll do what we can with what we have. Okay, so Unconscious Action, Sweet Potato, Claustrophobia. I don't really like Unconscious Action too much. The card that pretty much explains why. Too unreliable, sadly, unless you're scrying a lot. Koishi does have some scrying, so it wouldn't be entirely useless. It does upgrade to only 1. But yeah, not super interested. Claustrophobia, however, is, in my opinion, an insanely good common defense. Just off the fact that it's 18 total block if you activate Instinct, and part of it is barrier, so it's just like, okay, sure, give me my common barrier. It also has a pretty good upgrade, and it scales twice off of spirit, because both the instinct barrier and the block scale off spirit. So if we get like Tengu's pom-poms, since we're gonna go triple elite, that would make the card even stronger. Okay, so as usual, the optimal position is sadly not to pay, so we're just sleeping. One day they'll add a punishment for it, and I'll be extremely happy to have an excuse to actually pay her without being a dick. So we're gonna take 2 damage, but I am going to go ahead and Urkies here to deal 10 extra and just protect myself. This applies weak anyway, and the upgrade is pretty good, reducing it to 1 cost. So yeah, this is the only attack I can do here, should anyway. So what I'm gonna do here is play the Wrath and play Claustrophobia now with Instinct, and we have 6 barrier. And thank fuck for that, because apparently that's all the defense we're getting. Jeez. Oh, here's all the defense, of course. Now that I have to protect myself from the enemy's buff. At least we get to Urkies into Claustrophobia here. And we'll actually keep barrier again. Okay, and now I just full block, and I'm guaranteed to draw at least the instinctive bluff and just one-shot the fairy now. Okay, Persecutory Delusions. Okay, this is the second time the card gets buffed, I'm pretty sure. It used to be like 14 block and 1 black. Then it got changed to 2 on black, and now it blocks for 15. And 20 on upgrade. That's very nice. So yeah, this is another follow-up trigger, which we kind of want, because, you know, we want to get, again, through our Overflowing Loves, so we can get to Instinctive. And it is a defense which Koishi doesn't tend to have many of, so very happy to pick it. And we find Ring today. Doesn't look like we're gonna be able to get the barrier from Claustrophobia, because our mana is not gonna be good enough here. And on the right side we had the eviction order. So what I tend to prefer doing here is actually just spending my spell card, not worrying about it. So I'm just gonna do Persecutory, hope it hits. Like, sadly I have to defend first, because I do want to, you know, block the explosion damage and keep my barrier. So I'm gonna do Persecutory before I spell card, which means the Instinctive Love might miss because it's gonna like hit randomly, but it is sadly my better play regardless, I think. Yeah, sadly it missed, but yeah. I get my block, I use my spell card, 24 AoE damage, thus at least clear out all the spirits. And our multi-hits from the follow-up attacks should help us get rid of her Grace relatively quickly. Yeah, she has 1, so we don't really need to attack because she's gonna lose it on her turn. And now we're back to hitting her. So I am going to waste 5 damage here, but I'm getting 6 barrier from the Claustrophobia, which means I'm gonna mostly be able to just ignore this. So she won't get the Grace from using spell card with no living spirits. So yeah, and I get to actually deal quite a bit of damage here. Gonna take 2 because this is exploding for twice the damage. Yep. But now I have 2 turns to finish her off, which should be pretty easy. Do this. Next turn, we're drawing defense actually, so hopefully one of the other 2 is an attack. We got the illusions, but we can't actually aim it, so let's pray. didn't hit, so we're actually gonna take, 20 here, reduced by like 5 block. Yeah, so 15. Rather unfortunate. That is one of the issues with the illusions. You cannot actually aim the follow-up attack, sadly. But you can do that with Urkis. So this into the follow-up into shoot. That's us the kill. And we did lose like half our HP, but it'll do. Which is not very worth half our HP, to be honest, but at least we recovered quite a bit of it. And now we have two very good options here, in my opinion. Close Heart, 2 mana, 18 barrier. This is completely crazy. Goes to 22 on upgrade. But the enemy intentions cannot be seen during your next turn. So, you don't have the information you might want. And then Emotional Surge is one of the strongest common follow-ups, in my opinion. Just, 17 or 22 AoE damage. It is a follow-up. And if you were in Fugue, which is one of the Koishi's stances, mental state, sorry, you do hit twice, but we're not very likely to see Fugue during the follow-up run. So still, Close Heart is just a ridiculous amount of barrier, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pick it. And sadly, I did not find Reimu, who is the enemy I wanted to fight, because I do want to go Red Koishi for the follow-ups. So I guess I'll just do Sakuya, because the follow-up attacks actually don't count as cards played for her passive, which means we are not actually going to do that many card plays per turn. And our high barrier gain should keep us safe even against her time pull, like the time lock, I think it was called, something like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And as mentioned, double combat into shop should be fine, hopefully. We did lose quite a bit of HP on the elite, but we'll hold strong. Could go for Delusions here, but then I'm forced to do one of the shoots, and I'd rather not, so let's just go ahead and full block, keep some barrier for later. Okay, so then Urkis here, and just Close Heart for massive amounts of barrier. Next turn, hopefully they debuff the spirit. They debuff firepower, sadly. I guess this is a pretty good turn regardless, though. Yeah, I wanted spirit because I had enough block in a way, and I just want to kill the rabbits ASAP. We are not having any luck with that, though. Next turn, we get spirit debuff again. Yeah, this is just kinda sad, honestly. We're getting completely screwed here. And I'm pretty sure she's gonna get away with the 3 grace, which makes me as sad as I can be. Maybe we draw like follow-ups and stuff though? No, this isn't gonna be good enough. This is like 2 grace and the 3rd. Come on, that's so sad. Aren't we about to go to shop? Yeah, I can't allow this. I hate doing this, but I am not losing my money. Believe me, I hated doing that, but there's no way I'm going to into an useless shop at this point. Okay, so Moment of Inspiration is actually pretty good. It's a defense card that gives you inspiration, which when you gather 3 inspiration you enter Fugue, which is a mental state where every card you play gives you back 1 Philosopher's mana and you draw, but it runs out after playing 5 cards. Still, I don't know if I want to pick it. I've already gotten quite a bit of defense. I think I'd rather go ahead and get the Ageless Dream. since the vulnerable does affect follow-up attacks, obviously. And the weaken is still like nice to have defensively, but you know, I mostly want the offense at this point. Kind of feeling a little weak. Speaking of weak, let's weaken this guy. And 10 block, we're gonna be taking some damage. 8 to be exact. Okay, this turn though, they're all blocking. Which means I can just, you know... Well, hopefully this doesn't hit the bottom one, because I do wanna, you know, game block before I shoot it, but the follow-up attack might target it. Come on, 1 out of 3, 1 out of 3. God damn it, come on now. I guess 18 bear is better than 5 damage then. And this is just going to be Ageless into Instinctive for a kill. And the weakened did protect us from a lot of the damage, and I don't think this one can get through the barrier. Yeah, 10 damage. So now the fight should be pretty easy to finish. Just drop more damage on the Ghost Girl. And unlikely to have to worry about anything. And hey, we actually... Oh, like... Right, because we played it. I thought the last attack was instinctive, but it was just an overflowing love. That's why I was surprised it didn't stay at the bottom. It wasn't the card I thought it was. Still, we have lethal, and we can move on. Not super interested in any of these. DNA's Flock can be interesting for like multi-hit builds, or if you have the masks that scale your stats with hits. Like DNA's Flock basically gives you a DNA transcript every turn, which has permanent echo. So this is a card that when you play it, because it has echo, it makes a copy, but the echo isn't lost when the card is played. So this card is going to go into my discard pile, and it's still gonna have echo the next time I draw it. The copy won't, but this card does. But yeah, in our case, we don't really have anything that rewards multi-hits or anything like that. I'm just gonna go ahead and skip this turn. I mean this reward. And we go to our shop. So, not really anything interesting here, huh? It's kind of disappointing. Most of this is like mental state stuff. Nothing that works for follow-ups. In that case, I guess I'll just go ahead and do what I mentioned. Reduce our follow-up card count by removing an overflowing love. And honestly, I'm considering just getting a smart speaker on either Urkeys or Close Heart, because those are like very efficient follow-up attack as soon as we upgrade it, which I intend to, or just, you know, our massive barrier game. But it seems too expensive for not that big of a game. Black Nova, I generally don't take this, but if I'm going to go full elites because of my exhibit, maybe it's actually worth it. It's gonna destroy the 3 Fairies of Light, I assume. Yeah, let's pick it up, honestly. I very, very rarely take this, but it does seem interesting. Also, Koishi does have some Midsummer Flower stuff, by the way. Also, you can see here, the Guardian of the Sun did get nerfed. It used to give 12 block, now it gives 10. 16 to 14 as well on upgrade. Yeah, this is all beta content. You can access it from like going into Steam properties and beta branch basically. But yeah, that's gonna be it for our shop now, and we're moving on to the next combat. So yeah, this is the Black Notebook Works. Yeah, that was actually really hitch, because these ones are actually really weak now. Like, I can go ahead and just Aircase Star. Get the Instinctive Love, which is the only one left. Just instantly get her. And Close Heart will give me a ton of barrier. And yeah, that makes this elite combat actually super easy. Ironically, it might make Aya's combat harder, because we're guaranteed to aggro her from the first turn, because we're gonna deal like 30 damage to her. but you know, ideally we won't have to worry about it. Since we use our follow-up attacks, we should have, you know, solid amount of multi-hitting stuff. Because we play a follow-up attack, and the attack plus the follow-up take 1 grace each, and then we just have the rest of the turn to actually deal our damage. And this Delusions is like 3 mana, gain 15, deal 20. So yeah, the follow-up attacks are basically like a bit like gambling. You have very strong potential with the full effects they can have, but obviously the base stats are a bit worse than most. So I do like Erkis. Do I like it enough to pick up a second one though? If it was upgraded, I would pick it in a heartbeat. Without the upgrade, I'm not so sure. Now, what I am actually going to pick is Passionate Memories here. This is one of the, like, pretty much the only stance change card that I actually like having. This enters Passion. When you're in the Passion mental state, you both deal and take 100% more damage. But it does retain, and on average it costs 0. So whenever I'm gonna have like a very potent turn with the follow-up stuff, and I know my enemy is going to, like, if it's only one enemy and I know I'm going to kill him with the extra damage, I like just popping Passionate Memories and using my attacks and just destroying my enemies pretty quickly. So yeah, I'm gonna pick 1 copy of this. As usual, we'll pick up the high-tech glasses. And we can go to either shop or gap. We might need to rest, and I wouldn't mind like an upgrade on this, an upgrade on the Erkis. So I think it's fine if we just, you know, go ahead and go to a gap. Oh, if we find the Kadamas, that's rather unfortunate. Oh yeah, this is like pretty much the scariest encounter in the game, in my opinion. This is the true final boss. Screw Seija. This is the actual final boss. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and just keep up the middle one, block a bit. Still taking like 9 damage. Okay, Erkis does let me target the Instinctive Love, and this is vulnerable, so this is actually our chance to one-shot it. There we go. Not a common opportunity, so happy we did that. And I guess I'll use my strongest block, but I'm going to take 11 more damage. And like, yeah, this was like extremely good with the deck we had, and even then it was still like pretty brutal, so you know, that's how brutal the Gamma combat is. Don't tell me we're dead, come on now. That's like 19, I'm taking 8 more, Jesus. Okay, I'm only getting attacked by 2 of them this time. But I don't actually have any damage, come on! This is so bad. The Kadamas are so strong. Okay, so this one's attacking for sure, because he just valved. So I am going to kill this. But like, now I have to decide what to do about the others. And I think I'm just gonna, you know, close hard. Hope 20 barrier is good enough. I'll poke one of them to make sure I might be able to kill it next turn. Okay, we're alive. Delusions is just block because we don't have any follow-ups right now. I mean, 25 block should be good, right? We have 6 barrier too. Okay, the block is good, the block is good. And now we actually know what's going on. However, there's not much we can do about it. Oh, this combat's so sad. The Kadamas are so painful. Actual final boss, I'm telling you. Okay, there's 2. God there's 2 of them. Okay, this one will kill though, which means the follow-up goes to one of the others. as you can see. And this is going to be like 14 damage, hopefully above. Nope. Okay, the fact that they keep hitting like the same target when I do several in a row makes me think it's not actually random. This one attacks second, so is it like... It might still be random and it just happened to always hit this one, but there's also the small chance that it isn't random, it's just hitting the last one in the queue basically. Still, now that I think of it, we do have our passionate memories here, which should be good enough to like shoot here to kill, and Eric is on the top one to finish it off. And we are indeed going to be resting at the rest site. Okay, Ancestral Dreams would have been good for this combat, but right now I don't really care as much, I feel like. For reference, the Dream keyword here. Actually, maybe I get it just because of the Dream and because it's accurate and I'm about to go up against Aya. Yeah, Dream keyword, you mill, like you put the top 5 cards of your draw pile into your discard pile, and those cards become Dream cards. And whenever you shuffle your deck, you're gonna see an interface with all your Dream cards before they get shuffled. You're gonna pick one of them, put it into your hand, and the rest are shuffled normally. But the idea is, like, Dream is going to eventually get you one of the cards you're dreaming about. Yeah, let's pick up the Ancestral, I think. Okay, we do find Yomu, which I do like. Honestly, our deck is in dire need of a lot of upgrades, so it wouldn't be bad to get the Mooncake. The issue, of course, being we're not gonna remove it until, like, start of the next act, which is very dangerous. I don't think I can take it. I would like to, I would love to, but I think it just has to be the transformation. And we get rid of our Overflowing Love. This is gonna cause us an issue, obviously, like we have both Aircase and Delusions. Only one of them is going to actually get a card. But hopefully that will not be an issue for long. And we do want to get rid of our basics eventually, so we can get the better follow-up cards with our follow-ups. Okay, we did get a poison card, so not very happy about it. Gain 3 life and 3 poison, so all in all this costs us 3 life basically. But it is at least, 15 poison for 2 mana. Don't really like the VST party much though. I guess it could help against like Sakuya. And yeah, we're gonna be drinking some tea to heal ourselves. And we're going to go for Aya. And we get our 30 damage from the Black Notebook. Very solid. And we even get to do Ancestral Dreams here for accurate damage. As you can see, all of these are now Dream cards. Dream card, Dream card, Dream card. And when we shuffle, we're going to be able to guarantee one of them. So yeah, this is like the issue I mentioned, like I'm gonna Aircase, which is going to get the Untitled off, but that means when I do Persecutory, I don't have a follow-up. But oh well, I think it's still worth it. So we do have Ageless and Passionate now, which means, we can actually just mostly focus on defense, and when we have our good damage turn, we just go all in. Kinda considering the WC party, honestly. Like 15 poison gets rid of her in like 4 turns. Just guaranteed. Actually, she's vulnerable, and I have Passion, so that would be like 300%. This is 51 damage. It's a one-off. God damn it. Okay, it's great. I'm playing the DVC party. I'm not happy about it, but I do think it's my best play. And we immediately draw the Ancestral. I guess we can finish the fight at least. Yeah, 51 damage. Very, very strong. But we do get to at least move on to the next combat. Nothing I'm interested in here, so I'm just gonna move on. Not doing great on powerful cards, honestly. I'm sadly going to have to rely on WST party, I think. Like, that is really bad in my opinion. The fact that I have to rely on it, I mean. Yeah, that seems to be it. I'm honestly just considering drinking, so I have more time for the poison to do its thing. Because I do get 50 power thanks to the computer parts. And yeah, I think it's my best play. I could just upgrade Arceus, but I'm kind of scared about just dying. Because I don't have a lot of stuff to do in this fight. So yeah, there we go. 30 damage from the notebook. And we do get to weaken her and do her Persecutory for like 30 damage. That's basically our damage for the fight. At least until we shuffle. Okay, so yeah, here it is. Each of these costs us like 3 life, but you know, it is a lot of damage against Sakuya. Because this is like 15, then 14, 13, etc. Okay, so yeah, let's just block. This is like 8 damage, but it gets me one closer to the silver lockdown. Not even worth it. I will be doing this while she's still weakened though, even if I lose some barrier. And just as a reminder, the reason I don't see the intent is because I played the barrier card that gives me close die. Still, this should be good enough regardless. Okay, I did discard the WST party. I did want my poison to run out before I replayed it anyways, so whatever. Alright, get dilutions here. Into just blocking, and we should be fine. She's about to spell card us though. So I could get either the T party for the poison, Airkeys for the weaken and the damage, or Close Heart to just protect myself from the Killing Doll. And I feel like I want the Close Heart, honestly. Oh, and I even get, you know, a nice little claustrophobia on the good spot. And yeah, you can just pass the turn, only take 5. So I do have the second T party here, so I'm just gonna go and do it. And just block as much as I can. She wasn't attacking, but you know, that's the issue with the other card. It is the price we pay for greatness. Doesn't really bother me. Let's go and do dilutions though into the Arceus for the weekend, because that's gonna be the best way to take as little damage as possible, even if we're still taking quite a lot. Next turn we're guaranteed to kill her off the poison. 24 now puts her at 23. And yeah, next turn she just dies. So that is the Sakuya fight. Do we get a red exhibit? We do not. Oh, by the way, as you can see here, we did get new exhibit icons. Magic Poker is the only one I don't really like when seen from afar, like when it's this size. But it actually looks pretty good on the circle here. It's just when when it's very small, you can't see the details. It looks kind of mid, but right now it definitely looks okay in my opinion. So it's basically like Magatama, Poker, or Levitating. I don't really tend to like Levitating because vulnerable can screw you much more than the enemies, and we only really have the edge of the stream anyway. I kind of wanted red, but maybe I just take the Magic Poker. Just so I can have an off-color. Like, I've barely even seen Koishi's off-colors. Do I have a 4-cost card for that? I don't even have any 4 costs for the Magatama. No, actually, 3 costs work when with Long Night, huh? Don't have that many of those either, but I do have some. Okay, let's have faith for one more boss, plus I don't want, a different character pool when I'm trying to show off Koishi. Enter Fugue, but only one card can be played next turn. Rose Hell or Faith of Native God. I think it's honestly just going to be Faith. Yeah. Yeah, Faith just tends to have the better, like some of the better abilities in the game. So yeah. Yeah, let's keep going. I still want to go to as many elites as I possibly can, assuming I am still healthy and all. So Close Heart into Claustrophobia here seems like the best play. Gonna have healthy amount of barrier for the next turn. This one is likely doing the 11 times to attack, and this is like 15 plus Purify. So yeah, mostly we still know what they're doing. Faith should give us something here to help though. Not immediately apparently. Honestly, I assumed this was gonna be like at least one of the discount abilities or something. We do have one Philosopher mana if we want like Fire Fana. I think Fires of Focus is gonna be the better one here though. And I guess I'll just block as much as I can, but I'm taking like 11 here, 20 here I think. Taking 20. Got overconfident I guess. Come on now, this is just... Yeah, it costs 1 guys, how nice. The 0 cost card costs 1 now. At least we're not taking damage this turn I guess. Okay, that's actually a pretty good one. And in fact, makes me wanna do Passion and Memories here and risk it. So yeah, let's go ahead. Now this here, perform 2 follow-up attacks. If there are not enough follow-up cards in your drop pile, it just generates random follow-ups, and those do not stay in your deck, they just get played and then exiled. So yeah, this is honestly a very good card in my opinion. Dance of the Heart is 40 damage, and we just get 2 Ancestral Dreams for the kill. Very solid, absolutely. Not interested in any of these, so we're moving on. Purify, huh? Is this actually worth it? It does help with like Faith. These two could be worth it, honestly. Like, we don't really use that much green either. Yeah, let's purify our green. Worst case, we can still play like 2 green cards. Yeah, like here. Well, we didn't play the second green card, but we could have. Oh jeez. We're just getting hit super hard today, huh? So this is like 4... Perfect. Yeah, this is the good part about the Purifying, obviously. I actually have 7 mana pretty early. 34 block. And obviously I'll be getting my Faith of the Native God. However, I might not need it. Passionate doesn't kill here because of the damage reduction. If only I knew what they were doing. Problem of my own making. Oh, okay, so one new thing we have, End of Imperishable Night. This is basically alt doppel the blue, green, and black card. It got changed to a different one that fit more thematically. Alt Doppelganger is now the first card you play each turn, plays twice. So yeah, we got this change here. But yeah, I'm absolutely picking up this. And I guess I get to just play Ancestral now. And hopefully now I'll have either something that kills or, you know, decent block. God, that looks cool. And we're taking no damage, perfect. And yeah, seeing as we have passion memories and, you know, most of an extra turn, pretty sure I can just go passion memories here. Kill this one with like Urkies and the Love, probably this one actually. And then just finish this off next turn. On the extra turn, I mean. Okay, we do this. Massive damage. And no more extra turn. Ancestral Dreams. We want a second Claustrophobia. I have a lot of defense, but it's a pretty good card in my opinion. It does come pre-upgraded. I'll pick it up, yeah. I'm gonna try and hold off on picking up any more defense cards, but so far that seemed good enough. Does look like I'm going to get hit here though. Okay, so Ageless. I could Tea Party into Closed Heart. That defends me, yeah. The other options, Persecutory, still full blocks, keeps our time barrier. Heals like 45 because of the vulnerable. I don't want to lose the HP from Tea Party. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Persecutory. Oh, and that also gives us, you know, a Philo from the Nagatama. Okay, so yeah, this is actually still pretty good as well. We mill 5, so yeah, 5 cards we didn't really want to see. Because, you know, the Arcus was actually pretty bad with no follow-ups. And now we're just gonna get to the bottom of our deck and reshuffle early. That's the power of the Dream cards. Yeah, we get the Arcus. And we remove her Grace and weaken her. Actually, I should have shot first, because that would have meant like 35 extra damage. Too late now though. But I am playing Faith of the Exilith, or Faith of the Native God. Oh, by the way, name change for this one. Might still get changed, remember this is all beta. It's either Magic or Immortal Flame, I just don't know which. I think colorless mana is not a problem because we did already just purify it. So I'm just gonna get Immortal Flame so I can win the fight in like a couple of turns at most. And just deal some damage here. Plus firepower scaling is pretty good with Passion and Memories. Okay, so this should get rid of at least like one of the Shining Swords, hopefully. And then I can just protect myself with the rest of my turn. Yeah, got rid of one. And then I'm gonna go ahead and Close Heart, Flower Wreath, and shoot. Yeah, this is like basically the spell card guaranteed, if I remember correctly. Which is kind of an issue, but you know. Let's go ahead and pick up Claustrophobia for the defense. I'd have to Passion and Memories to get the barrier, which is obviously not worth it since we'd be taking double damage. So let's just block as much as I can here and hope it's good enough. Well, we're taking 10, I think. 8. Still, at this point, we have a lot of firepower. So very soon we can go Passionate into a kill. Maybe now? 26, 52, plus 46. Yeah, maybe not. I'm not having it wrong, right? This is like 52, 46. Oh, that's 98. Never mind. I almost killed myself. 2 off. Yeah, I almost killed myself for like 2 damage. So instead, I'll do dilutions. Get the barrier. Shoot. And next turn I should be able to actually do memories into the kill. Maybe not with that though. Yeah, this seems kinda iffy. I'm getting worried though, because like, what if this just kills me? Like, I'm gonna have 33 block. She's gonna be weakened, but I have like 12 lock on. I'm just gonna use my spell card and not worry about it, honestly. There we go. Okay, left Fang should actually be quite solid. Let's just, you know, play our more expensive cards on one and then cheat out a copy of it. If we get like Faith of the Native God in our starting hand, that's gonna be absolutely massive. Okay, we get to sell our Peach here for 180 coins. And, you know, it's already taking effect, so we don't lose the HP or anything. Yeah, I do have to avoid an elite here if I want to go to a shop though. So I guess this is Gap, and then we'll go to the elite here with the shop. And we did find your... Yeah, I think they changed this event. It's basically like 100% guaranteed now if you walk into an event with 400 or more gold. I'm just gonna pay them $100 to fuck off. Okay, we find the bats here. We haven't found any other new follow-up attacks. That's kind of sad, honestly. Yeah, makes our deck quite a bit worse if we don't find any. Let's go ahead and just focus on defense right now. Oh, the copy, right. Oh, whatever. Am I seriously gonna have to do this tea party? One of the bats, I guess. I'm just stealing no damage today, huh? Oh god, I'm not seeing intense against these fucks is actually atrocious to god. So I don't know how many of them are attacking me and stuff. And which ones. I can at least do Ancestral Dreams. Like, if I knew this wasn't attacking, I could just go Passion into Ancestral Dreams. But if this one's attacking me, I'm just kind of fucked. Let's see what's in here. Nothing amazing, honestly, but I guess I can take Prism. Just so I can actually block now. Go Ancestral. Into Shoot. Kill one of them. This one dies to the poison. And okay, we would have been fine, but I could not actually risk it. I want this to be shuffled, so I'm sure as hell not putting it in my hand. We do need a lot of block, though. Is this good enough? 26, 22, so that's 48. We're a bit short, but this is gonna kill one of the bats, so it's gonna be fine. And yeah, Ageless Dream for the vulnerable, into the Arcase, should be a kill here. With the shoot, of course, I totally didn't miscalculate. The Yokai EEG here is actually a pretty solid instinct. I mean, a follow-up attack is if you have instinct, you do an extra one and it upgrades to 3 cost. However, our problem right now is not having follow-up attacks, not the card triggers. So I don't think Yokai is actually a good play. Maybe Deep Memories. Like just to, you know, cheat out our 3 mana cards and stuff like that, maybe, I don't know. Sure, I guess. I can reuse the cards I discard with Dream, actually. That could be useful. Let's go ahead and upgrade our Faith, though, so I can actually hit the abilities I want rather than just leave it to chance. And we find Nitori. 30 damage from the notebook is very nice as usual. And I guess this is not going to be as much damage as I want because of the camouflage, but better than nothing. And I want the extra barrier anyway. If I was a better player, I would have done the barrier first to copy it with the left one, but I always forget it exists. And I can actually go ahead and dream here. Plus shoot and deep memories with instinct. For a 1 mana faith, nice. And full moon or immortal flame, Thing is, I don't actually have enough follow-up attacks to use the full moon to its full power. So I guess I'll just go ahead and do Immortal Flame? Or Dream Express, so it deals damage on its own. No, let's do Immortal Flame. And just Agel's Drain to reduce some damage, but I'm pretty sure I'm taking quite a hit here. Not quite a hit, but still a hit. 8 damage. The Claustrophobia should be nice here. Yeah, Delusions into double Claustrophobia should give us a lot of block. And some barrier that we actually get to keep this time. We're getting hit for 40 and we have more block on that. Yeah, honestly, our biggest issue is that we haven't actually seen any follow-up attacks in the end. Kinda feel sad about it. So can I recover the Ancestral Dream with Deep Memories? I cannot, but I can get a 1 mana Claustrophobia. Not bad at all. Still wanna worry about blocking, because worst case I'm conserving barrier, best case I'm conserving my life. Some barrier. I guess burying my hand and shuffles. I do get to kill Nitori here. And yeah, at this point only the drone left. Hopefully we'll be able to just passionate memories into killing it soon. Don't really have enough damage for it though, because it's so healthy. Let's just, for now, get the block on the barrier. Let's see what the lottery brings us. Another Claustrophobia, I guess. Better than the shoot. Because we can just keep generating firepower with the Eternal Flame anyway. Eventually our shoots will one-shot the drone, right? Okay, we have to be getting closer to actually being guaranteed a kill, right? At the very least, we're doing a lot of damage. Okay, at this point, just... Oh, it's healing. On top of it. This is the longest drone fight I've ever seen. But this does look like a kill to me. 35-24 and it's doubled. So 59, 108, yeah. This is a kill. Swing Machine is going to upgrade all the defenses we draft from now on, which is very good. And we find an Instinctive Ancient, which I really like. Gain 1 Grace, perform a follow-up attack. Our issue though, we have enough follow-up attack performers. We're missing the actual follow-ups. But still, this is good enough to take. 1 mana, 1 Grace is not bad at all. Comes pre-upgraded too. Out of these two, I guess the Sunflower, it's generally the better option for sure. And yeah, we're going to the shop. Let's see if we can find some follow-up attacks in there. Okay, so Instinctive is going to be enough defense, but I'm going to Claustrophobia later anyway. Just for the barrier. Oh, forgot about the copy again. Still, I can at least go ahead and keep some barrier for later. I'm definitely going to need it, considering the damage I'm doing. God, this looks awful. Might actually have to spell card. Yeah, this looks like a spell card to me, honestly. I think this is 6, 23, 15? Doesn't kill. Yep. Let's just do it now for better calculation. Okay, so if I do this first, and then this is going to die, and I'm going to take 19 damage. Wait, what? I didn't weaken. Well, that was not a great run, that's for sure. Still, I want to give you a better Koishi video, and this hasn't been that long, has it? Like an hour? Maybe I can fit another quick run. That way I don't have to record a second intro either. Yeah, honestly, I do think we got extremely unlucky with the follow-up things. Like, we just didn't see any of them. And there's honestly quite a few, it's not like there's none. Yeah. I guess we shouldn't have been in such a hurry to remove our basics in that case. But oh well, let's go ahead and do the same plan. I'm gonna try to speedrun through Act 1, so maybe we can actually get, you know, a full run in time. So I really did want to, you know, record some Koishi content for those who don't want to play her until the beta, but are curious to see how she is and stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah, that was pretty nice. Just mental state cards and then the tonal harvest, not interested in any of these. We move on. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and remove the grace, and Erkis is going to play the overflowing. So we did at least get some damage. We're only taking 2 because of the weaken. Sadly, this was basically a guaranteed hand because the last card is the one we had left. And now we draw the Instinctive, which is quite awful. Yeah, it's definitely a card you don't want to draw. That's precisely why it was so nice that it shuffled to the bottom. And we drew both Overflowing and Erkis again. We're just not getting anything done today, huh? I was kinda thankful I wasn't getting attacked, but he's gaining grace, so... Yeah, unlikely I'll be able to Instinctive. Oh, but not impossible. Oh, but I'm gonna take like a ton of damage if I do. God damn it. Come on now. Okay, actually... No, I miscalculated my mana. This is actually fine. I can't kill him, but I can do this. Wait, could I have killed him? I think I could have killed him. Never mind. If I used green mana on the shoot instead of black, I think it would have mana left for the kill. Thankfully, it literally didn't matter. But I do think I made a misplay there. Okay, another Instinctive Love. Now we can actually be happy about removing our Overflowings, because we're gonna have 2 Instinctive Loves in the deck. And yeah, that alone already means that, you know, pretty much any follow-up activator is going to be huge. So yeah, really happy to see that. Also, the lighters is very, very good with follow-ups, because, you know, we hit something, the lighter activates, and we follow up for extra damage. And even better, we just do the shoot first, and even the Arcus gets increased damage now. And yeah, we're likely to do the Heart Concerto play on the second turn anyway. Yeah, just block as much as possible. We're gonna be taking like 3 damage. Not even that because of the barrier. I did forget about the barrier. Here we AoE the enemies. And Ring is going to get 20'd in the face by the Instinctive. I don't think I've showed this off, by the way. The Instinctive actually has a pretty nice upgrade. In that it gains accurate on top of 5 damage. So that could help deal with these things. But for now, it is not relevant. If I did shoot, Overflowing and Arcus would be like 6 damage, not good enough. So yeah, I'm just removing all her grace, I guess. And at this point, we're not guaranteed actually, because that's 20 damage. But we do draw enough damage. This is going to be 20 extra, because we drew the Overflowings immediately. And Instinctive is at the bottom! So yeah, this is a kill. I did mention you can tame with the defense follow-ups. But if you have like an attack that targets something, the follow-up attack is going to target the same thing. And this was like infinitely better than the last time. We got the Tengu's Fang for 2 grace at the start of every combat, which is absolutely massive for our turn 1s. And we found the True Full Moon, which is absolutely ridiculous. So the follow-up attacks bring with them some new rules. Basically, follow-up cards are activated and they have play restrictions. So if, for example, if Reimu seals you, you can't play the follow-up attacks, even through a follow-up card. But they are activated, not played, and so they don't count for True Full Moon. Which means I can play this, get a massive amount of barrier and firepower, and suddenly I'm playing cards that play other cards that are all benefiting from my extra firepower, but are only counting as 1. So yeah, the True Full Moon is actually amazing for Koishi in my opinion, and I'm extremely happy to pick it. This should definitely allow us to just do whatever we want. We get to pick Reimu this time, unlike on the last run. And we do go into shop, act 1-2. And yeah, we don't give a hoot about these attacks because we have 2 grace. Let's do the order properly though. So I guess, yeah, we have the light, but we also have like Long Night, so this didn't matter much. I just didn't have to use the shoot. In fact, I had to not use the shoot. So yeah, True Full Moon should be good enough already. We only have 7 cards to win now though. Okay, so, thing is... Okay, Love does not kill on its own here, so let's go ahead and do shoot. And yeah, now we get to do Instinctive Love, kill the Trickster. And as you can see here, okay, so it goes to 5. And now I play the Arcus, and it's gonna play a follow-up. But it doesn't go down to 3, it stays at 4, because the follow-up doesn't count. And yeah, now I get to sit behind my massive barrier, and just, you know, kill the doll. Anyway, some encounters did get new randomization. The bunny here can come with either of the dolls, either Nerium or the other one that I don't remember their name, so sorry. Yeah, either of the 2 dolls can be here. So yeah. Okay, so Talk Through the Heart is technically a card that should be good for us, because we can draw our follow-up cards and then put them back on top. However, I don't think we need it, because now that we have the instinctive, like, shuffling themselves to the bottom, we should be fine regardless. So I'm not sure I want any of these. Power the Hermit is not bad at all. Koishi did get, by the way, like a full set of Tart cards. Yeah, the Hermit is not, like, bad at all. It's pretty decent. It's free scrying, turns your mana into philosophers. I guess it's not the worst. Let's go ahead and pick up Hermit here, yeah. It's also free to play if you're in Fugue, but yeah, whatever. Oh, now this is a lot more interesting. So we do get to pick the Mooncake here if we want, and remove it immediately at the shop. That sounds amazing. Let's just do it. Yeah, this rung is basically everything we wanted from the last one. So super happy I'm showing a second run. Yeah, let's go ahead and remove the Creeping Hunger. And I even get to pick up both the Embers of Love here, which is one of Koishi's follow-up abilities. From follow-up attack, at the end of your turn, if you did a follow-up attack this turn, you gain firepower. So you just get to scale your firepower over and over. And I was gonna pick up a Kanfu, but I actually just noticed this here. Hands of the Heart, another one that shuffles to the bottom. Follow-up card, heal 10 damage twice. So, you know, it upgrades to 3 hits. So, you know, a multi-hit card with my 2 firepower cards. That sounds quite nice, doesn't it? So yeah, I'm picking up both of these and leaving with perfect zero money. So it was all absolutely calculated, clearly. And we even get, you know, True Full Moon here upgraded. And so the issue with this is they do get, you know, Grace. So I have 9 cards to kill them through the Grace. I have a spell card ward. I don't have a spell card, never mind. This is actually kind of risky, but I feel like I can do it anyway. Worst case, like I'm not taking any damage this turn because of the 2 Grace. I'm gonna have like 109 total barrier. I can probably just tank a couple turns without doing anything. 9 cards is a lot. Yeah, like, I'll just Embers of Love here for even more firepower, and next turn we can start actually killing people. I'm actually gonna draw one of these. Just notice there's 2 of them and draw 5 cards, so yeah, I was guaranteed to draw one of them. So, who am I killing? The top one? Sure, why not? 1 hit. Goodbye. I did not save the correct mana for Erkis, but hopefully that won't matter. Notice, my lighter is still on, because I one-shot the top one. So how about we just do, you know, Love? Love! And we still have 5 cards to finish off Star. And 70 barrier. Yeah, this is just absolutely incredible. We just get to do whatever we want. Oh, and remember, we have our custom sunglasses. So these just go away without doing anything. And yeah, that now we just do some damage. I have still plenty of cards, so I'm not afraid of just hitting here. 3 cards is plenty. And I get to just Erkis here for the massive overkill of 22 damage triple hit against the 3 HP target. Soul Torch is amazing, even better with like the Tango Span, just we're completely invulnerable for like the first 1 or 2 turns. And yeah, like 2 copies of Love and 1 of Dance of the Heart. We have Erkis, Embers, and the second Erkis, and I'm pretty sure that's just our deck for the rest of the game. We just focus on upgrading and removing these 2 after that. Yeah, that just seems like our deck. Because the upgrade on this is what's actually really good. We might like pick up a rare here or there, but this is just good enough to last us for almost the rest of the game, I feel like. We are going to a gap though, to upgrade for cheap. Okay, so we didn't upgrade the True Full Moon, so it's only 7 cards. Can I win this combat in 7 cards? Not quite as sure, honestly, so I'm just not gonna risk it. Let's go ahead and do like shoot into a 1/1 Arcus, into the lighter, and we just kill the top of that. There we go. And next turn, hopefully, we'll draw the ability. We did, but I kind of want to defend actually. Yeah, let's just focus on defense. So Tarot here did get upgraded, which means I can play this, just discard the Loft so I don't draw it next turn, and block for a bit. This doesn't killing anyway, right? No. And now the next time we see our True Full Moon, I'm definitely playing it. Oh, we did get protected by the Soul Torch, kind of forgot about that, but always nice. Yeah, this is just... I should have played like a boundary before that, but whatever. At this point, pretty sure the fight is already over. Kinda feels like when I get the Wind God Girl on Aya early game. Okay, so this is a neat trick. 17 damage plus 15 is going to kill, which means the follow-up is going to target the bottom one, and we redirect our bigger damage sources. And here we just do Air Case into the Loft. Don't even need to, because that's a multi-hit. Yeah, we basically have the perfect build at this point. It's so perfect I'm not even going to transform. This is just going to be either an upgrade or removal. And I feel like upgrading my True Full Moon to make sure it's always, you know, at full power is the best option I have. God, this is actually such a sick deck right now. You just upgrade my air cases. Oh, I'm just gonna suffer for sure. Yeah, I'm just not doing anything. Actually, I have Grace next turn, so maybe I'll provoke her, so I can use some of my Grace. But yeah, I get to just go Embers into Arceus here, deal ridiculous amounts of damage, hopefully. Actually, not gonna be much damage, but you know, it's not nothing either. And now I get like 1 Grace and some of the barrier to protect me. And True Full Moon or Down to the Heart, huh? Okay, first things first. Scry away the Love. And yeah, I guess I'll just True Full Moon. I'm just not going to like what comes next. Because we are just, you know, playing Shoot into Kiss or Follow Up into Follow Up. We just have 15 firepower and we still have 6 cards to play. I guess we're not doing anything this turn. Next turn though, we will draw the other Arceus. And we even have Tarot here. So what I can do is scry away the Instinctive Lofts. And this will guaranteed hit the Down to the Heart, which is a guaranteed kill. 1, 2, 3. God, this build is so cracked! Actually, like this is... I've been playing all day, and I have no doubt that this is the best build I've had all day. We don't really need any more follow-up cards, I feel like. I'm happy with what I have. I don't need the third Instinctive Love. Tape is just, you know, some block upgrades. Did I even have any better blocks? No, that was just as good as it gets. So yeah, we just don't really need to heal, we're very healthy. So just upgrade the other air keys, because I'd rather have, you know, more convenient activations for follow-up than stronger activations, because our enablers are already extremely potent anyway. And yeah, Reimu is just not going to see what here. Does this apply the week before the lighter, hopefully? So this is vulnerable? Nope, sadly not. Oh well. I think it depends on the order of resolution, and the follow-ups technically finished resolving first. I think that was it. So I'd be taking 12 if I don't block here. I do want to play the Embers. Actually, not 12. Yes, 12. Never mind. Because this is going to get like graced, and then the 10 would have protected me from more, but with the Soul Torch. But the Torch is going to get proc for like 2 damage, sadly. Does that mean I should Air Kiss? No. Let's just set up our skilling already. That way we can actually win the fight later. I've had way too many fights where I play against Reimu way too slowly and end up just getting screwed. It's a shame that we have to discard these for the shuffle, because this does upgrade the top card of our draw pile. There we go. Not gonna play the True Full Moon yet, since, you know, she does have 200 HP and she gets barrier. Wanna wait a bit if I can. I'm going to kill this though. There we go. That's gonna be 3 more firepower, because we played a follow-up this turn. And our firepower is gonna keep scaling. It would be ideal if we get her orb and we just get to do our potent card plays. So I do think at this point I am going to go ahead and play the full moon. So let's just upgrade this boundary for the hell of it. And just her kiss into double flower. I don't even need to, do I? Well, I kinda need to for the barrier, I guess. I have to win 9 cards though. That means each card has to be doing... So this is like around 30 damage. If I only play my follow-up activators, it will work, but it's kind of finicky because it doesn't give me a chance to play like any other defense or anything like that. So is she going to deal 100 damage? I don't think so. Worst case, I guess I do have my spell card still. So okay, I will risk it. I'm going to play the True Full Moon now. And let's go. As you can see there, I'm pretty sure the cut-in for Reimu got like a small update. It was kind of fluid, more than usual anyway. So yeah, this is a lot of damage. This is like 30, so definitely still worth it. Yeah, so like 7 cards for 165. Like 25 times 7 is 165 in fact. Yeah, I can just play the shoots at this point. I'm getting so much extra firepower from the ability that it just does not matter anymore. In fact, this is going to be absolutely brutal. Oh, I thought it would have been the Dance of the Heart, but I guess we did draw that one earlier. So never mind. Yeah, this is just brutal regardless. And at this point, we just let them attack us. We did get sealed here, but they don't have enough damage yet to screw us over. Doesn't even take our barrier away. So I can just pass the turn. And despite the weakness, Erkis here will be a kill. With the follow-up and the shoot. Didn't even need the second shot there. We still have 3 card plays left. That was completely fine. We don't get the exhibit I wanted, and the bottom one is colorless, so I guess I'll just pick up the 100 medicines here. And disappointing, honestly. Haven't been able to get red in like all day. That is some sustain though with the healing. We get Rosal, Hartman's Yokai, Embrace the Darkness. This is not as obvious a choice as it may seem. Hartman's Yokai is actually very good, because the auto card play also doesn't count, so it would be a way to get out of like a guaranteed loss situation with True Full Moon. We have the Yokai Girl going on, we can just pass turn and hope that our automatic card plays will save our asses. It does mean it might play the Full Moon automatically on accident though, on one turn. Meanwhile, Rosal is just the next cost attack that goes really well with all our firepower. I do think I want the Yokai Girl here though. The upgrade makes it cost 2 only to... Yeah, it's very powerful. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Hartman's Yokai Girl. Just a very powerful ability. And honestly, I want to keep going for elites. Just the fact that the sunglasses incentivizes it makes me really happy. And we even get to do Yokai Girl into... Kinda wanted into Embers of Love, but it looks like that's not gonna be a possibility. Because we are 1 mana off. But we do get an Erkis into some damage. Kinda wasting the lighter though. I wonder if I should have just like played the Full Moon. We can probably kill this one without any issues in that regard. But oh well. Thankfully, we won't be having any issues with damage here thanks to the Grace. And yeah, we have Instinctive Love here. One of them got autoplayed, in fact. And we get to just Erkis. 23 extra. This is 26 plus 37. Close, but no Zigar. So I guess we're actually going to be taking some decent damage here. Yeah, shame it upgraded the shit on the Mooncake. Oh, but we don't take damage because of the Soul Torch. As soon as I went to the Mooncake, I saw the torch, and I realized right as she was attacking us. That's very nice. So we get to just win this without damage. Absolutely great. Yeah, this run is just way too good, honestly. Just absolutely free. Well, I mean, I didn't really need all that green mana in the first place, did I? So let's just purify it. Okay, I'm absolutely playing the True Full Moon here, but I do want to play the block first. Actually, I do have 2 Grace, so the block was completely useless, never mind. But yeah, 9 cards is plenty for these 2. Even more when we start with like Embers of Love into a strong follow-up. 21 minus 3. Kinda worth it, honestly. Like, we have 6 card plays and we are like only gonna have to kill one of them basically, because the other one's basically already dead. Erkis kills this one. And we just Hartman, you know, as the precaution. The worst case, Hartman might finish the fight for us. No need though. Even just a simple Erkis just finishes it. Oh, another Dance of the Heart. Honestly, those do seem better with firepower scaling than the huge chunks of damage from the Instinctive Love. Kinda into it. It does mean when I remove the overwhelming overflowing love, like both copies, I do want to remove one instinctive as well. So I have like 2 air cases and 1 embers for 2 Dances of Heart and 1 instinctive. But that's for very far in the future, because I will admit our upgrades / removal situation is getting like really slogged down. Like we're not making any progress on that front. We're just getting stronger through exhibits. It is still like kinda early though, so hopefully no issues there. Okay. So I can guarantee like an upgrade on one of these, and yeah, one of these two is going to be upgraded like this. I don't mind drawing all of this at all, because that way I just have like Embers plus Jokai or True Full Moon plus Embers, stuff like that. And that means I can just go shoot, hiss, block, and have no issues here. I understand Koishi, I'd also like to kill Yomu, to kiss Yomu. Oh, who said that? It wasn't me. So, clearly this is what we were talking about. The combat's going pretty well. We just do Dance of the Heart into Dance of the Heart. And Yomu's already like half dead. Our barrier does run out quite quickly against Yomu because she does hurt quite badly. But you know, when we get follow-ups like those, that's just Hardman's Yokai Girl auto-playing Arceus, auto-playing Overflowing Love into Embers of Love for another one into the Arceus for 29 more damage. I have 5 cards still, so I am going to go ahead and block. Maybe it helps. But at this point I'm pretty sure like no matter our draws, she's just dead here. Yeah, shooting to shoot. What an anticlimactic way to die. Tengu's cell phone is actually good, right? Yeah. Tengu's cell phone is like the exhibit I hate the most, I think, because like very often it can just screw you over. Like, oh, you have the telescope, suddenly it overdraws the astrologies with the cell phone. Oh, you are a character that creates a token at the start of the combat? Well, I hope you didn't want that token. Stuff like that. Passionate Memories here could be a good card, like same thing as last round, except now we actually have a powerful deck. The issue with this one is it might get auto-played by Hardman's Yokai Girl, but it's very unlikely. Plus, as soon as we draw it, we just get to keep it in hand forever. We don't have to worry about auto-playing it. So I am going to pick it up. This, like, the risk is tiny, so I'm not going to worry about it. I want both of these, sadly. I would have sold the tape, I guess. Probably the cell phone as well, because it tends to screw me over sometimes. But I guess I didn't really have that much I wanted to sell there, anyway. Fudo. I guess I can reveal it, the first item. Fucking again. So, Shining Lombo got changed. It got slightly nerfed, like now the status cards go one into the draw pile, one into the discard pile instead of both into the draw pile. But you can get it again on turn 1 with the over-decorated gold cup, the one that takes your exhibits, going down to tier 2 and only being possible from turn 4 onward. So yeah, not happy about that one. But better to know than not to know, I guess. So we're definitely gonna be able to like kill a bat, which makes me think I want to kill the top one, so I don't have to worry about the attack, because I'm just grazing 2 attacks. These 2 out of the way. So yeah, just take the top one, I'm pretty sure. So the heart into overflowing, just get the kill. And I can even go boundary just because into the case here. That's pretty great. So I do want the true full moon, but these guys are actually like perfectly able to get through the barrier, thanks to the echolocation and the multi-hits and stuff. Plus they have grace, so it is kind of risky. Still, like, I can kill them so goddamn quickly with all that firepower though. Should I take the risk? I'm taking the risk. I'm playing all I can before doing the full moon, and I'm doing it. The thing is, like, just like I mentioned last time, in the worst case I do have Heart and Shadow here, which is a lot of free damage. So I'm not as worried as the thing. Plus I have Hardmans here. Also, I could even Passionate Memories. Just going to Passion, double every damage taken by everyone here. Kill one of the bats. Screw it, let's go. We're just going all in. Kill the big bat. And I have 6 card plays to take down 2 bats with double damage. That's one. And we're gonna need like a follow-up card for this one because it's gaining grace again and stuff. Or, you know, for our Hardman's Joker girl to autoplay our strong ability. And now the skills. Yeah, this deck's absolutely cracked. Holy. It can't possibly be a good idea, can it? I don't even know how they stack with the cards played thing. But I need to try it. I need to try it. I need to at least try it. It's too cool not to try it. Moonlit Lotus would be good, but I'm kinda, you know, kinda desperate for upgrades and card removals. So yeah. But for reference, not gonna mouse over it, I want you to find out on your own. This card here, Flash of Inspiration, is super powerful in my opinion. I don't think it's going to stay in the state it is. Like, I think this card is ridiculously good. It's probably going to get nerfed at some point. So yeah, I recommend you try it if you play the Koishi beta. So yeah, I kinda messed over it, don't think anything should. Hopefully not. But yeah, I really like that card, it's very powerful. So check it out if you're interested. Regardless though, let's go ahead and remove one of our Overflowing Loves. We do already have quite a few upgrades on the air cases and stuff. Like the important ones we're missing is like Hardmans, Embers, and ideally the Dances, but not huge. Oh, and the Full Moon, but they are not like extremely important like the card removals are. Plus, we do have our Mooncake here, which we'll get, which will take care of it eventually. I'm gonna pick up a Ballistic Shield though, just in case we need some help on the elites, and we don't want to use our Full Moon. Speaking of which, here it is. Do I kill Nitori and the drone with 9 cards and plus 9 firepower? I have no idea. But what better way to know than to test? Ideally though, my next like 2 card plays are going to be my big abilities. Yeah, like second Full Moon. Okay, it just stays the same or resets, one of the two. Not sure because I played it on, you know, full thingy. But they stack very well apparently. And the Yokai Girl can't play the Arcus because we spent a shit ton of black mana. But yeah, like this just seems unbeatable. It does not feel like we can lose, honestly. In fact, this is how unbeatable I feel right now. Embers of Love. Kill a drone. Yeah, this is just kinda ridiculous. For reference, I was ready to like Okay, so the changes about this shuffling to the bottom of the deck were like recent. I stopped playing the follow-up version because I wanted to try the other one a bit, and while I was trying the other one, these changes happened. So this is actually like this video, like from the not this run but the previous run is the first time I tried before the after the changes, and it is a big improvement, but this is still like an absolute god run compared to anything I had before this. Just like double true full moon, getting like the embers of love, everything else. I do have to say though, like there's no doubting in my mind that the fact that these shuffle to the bottom is absolutely massive, like incredible benefit for us. I do want to keep removing, so I am going to go to the shop, and we're probably upgrading at the gap. Tenshi is not gonna see what here. Okay, so if we get back to the True Full Moon eventually, we are likely going to see how they stack, like for real, as in the case where I actually have played cards, does this reset it? Let's start with the Tarot Hermit though. That's very nice. I know what my next card played is going to be. Yeah, let's go and actually start with Overflowing here. And now I get to do Full Moon into the Arceus for an instant kill already. Jesus. Yeah, this is just absolutely ridiculous run. Actual god run. I'm so happy. It's just Passionate Memories. And I guess Embers. I still have 6 cards left to play. And the 100 barrier. Yeah, I like. Extremely hard fight. I guess we're not seeing how the True Full Moon stack. Still not interested. Still not interested. Oh, the Yokai EEG is very tempting. Okay, so we would have, like, likely one dead follow-up. Maybe you could remove this and add a different one later. Because the EEG is basically double follow-up. And with our deck, that is absolutely incredible. I am taking it, and I'm doing so happily. But that means I'm upgrading rather than removing now. So let's go for like the second full moon. Okay, let's try and make sure this video doesn't go past like 3 hours. Just speedrun these combats. So just Hardmans, True Full Moon. Already set up to wing. Autoplay a Yokai EG, Instinctive Love kills. Jesus, this is just ridiculous. In fact, this is how ridiculous it is. Okay, and now we are actually, for real, going to see how this works. Does it reset the buff? Nope, it just counts as an extra card played. Nothing out of the ordinary. So we just get to, you know, maybe one-shot a Kokoro here. Close to one-shot. Christ almighty, this is ridiculous. I love it. That's a kill. And I'm already done! Tactical Conductor, does this even help? Skills... I guess it makes the Hermit generate mana, and that's literally it. Yeah, not interested in any of these. Even the skill reduced. I'm not really using Serenity or anything. Not really using any mental states. God, I love this. Actually ridiculous. I think at this point I just want to make sure I can, play the Yokai Girl consistently. Okay, Hartmann's might actually be a small risk against Tenshi, because, she does hit quite hard when provoked. Still, I don't think we'll have any trouble in the end. We're just too strong. Her kiss into the follow-up, and EEG against a vulnerable enemy. Remember, this only follows up twice if it is on the leftmost or rightmost side of my hand. That's why it only worked once there. Okay, so I do have enough mana for true full moon into embers here. I'm not gonna do the second full moon, I guess. Actually, doing the follow-up here with the extra firepower from this is not worth the extra card played, I think. So I'm gonna start with the embers and do the full moon second. Okay, so next turn is going to be a spell card. Let's just go ahead and do Instinctive. And she is Flawless, which is actually good for us. Because that means, yeah, this isn't going to push her over the 200 threshold. And next turn, I'm very likely going to one-shot her with Passion Memories into literally any follow-up, I guess. Or, even better, True Full Moon into Passionate into a one-shot. Fair and balanced. I see no issues with this. Still no red mana, so I guess honestly I'll just take the Miko costume, because we are now starting to have a pretty decent amount of cards, and we have the Mooncake still, so this will give us some block and at least get us an off-color, since I can't get the off-color I wanted. Imaginary Danmaku. See, the thing about Imaginary Danmaku is this is much better when you don't have follow-up cards in your deck, because this just creates them. I feel like I already mentioned that last round. But yeah. Is Sleeping Consciousness good enough? I think it might be. Because of Fugue, as I mentioned, I think, is like every time you play a card, you gain energy and draw a card, but it runs out after 5 cards. And the thing about Sleeping Consciousness is next turn you can only play 1 card, 2 if you have it upgrade. But we don't really play that many cards, so we can do this like the first time we find it, just so we can spam our early game stuff, like play our abilities, get set up for later, and then the turn after, if we only play like 2 cards, if those 2 cards are like 2 follow-ups attacks that just end the combat, we don't really care. So I feel like this is actually very good for our setup. Going to pick it. And we're gonna keep going for elites. Try to rush this a little bit. I mean, this is True Full Moon into Embers, isn't it? Or the other way around, I guess. The issue with these ones is they actually do have a Tongue of Grace every time, so this is not going to be quite as free as many of our other fights. In fact, I'm not gonna attack, because if I don't attack, I don't take the speedster damage, I guess. So I don't mind just passing the turn here. Just let the Grace run out a bit on its own. If this looks like a good moment for this. Passionate Memories. Into the Air Kiss. The first one should get rid of the Grace if we get lucky with the multi-hit. Okay, it does hit extra. And now I get to just, Air Kiss here. Kill this one. EEG for an attack and some other grace here. And at this point it's just one crow, so this battle's already over. Yeah, like 40 damage should turn balanced. God, I love this. Oh, okay, so this is the off-color teammate for Koishi. So yeah, Kokoro Awoken Persona. It was, in my opinion, a slightly weird inclusion because Kokoro is not exactly super happy with Koishi, because in the fighting games, Koishi steals Kokoro's Mask of Hope, but they are generally pretty iconic duo. And while the lore theme is not like perfect in my opinion, the gameplay theme is absolutely perfect. Because, you know, Kokoro, who controls her emotions with her masks, has 3 actives that each put Koishi in a different mental state. The Passion, Serenity, or Fugue states. So yeah, as far as the gameplay is concerned, this is absolutely an amazing design. I just, you know, think it's slightly weird thematically, but when you have designs this good in gameplay, it just fits well enough that I think it's worth it. Sadly though, I'm not actually picking it because it doesn't fit my deck, but it is extremely powerful in my opinion. Like, 1 mana interfugue, just that alone is extremely good for reference. So yeah. I mean, we just picked up a 1 mana interfugue, so... Okay, this fight might actually be a slight problem for us. Not a massive one, because... yeah, we just play 1 love letter, then play like the full moon. That blocks for like the 5 turns already. And we just play the love letters, have like 6 cards left still to play before we lose from full moon. And just end the fight with the auto attacks and stuff. Yeah, love letter into true full moon. And now we just have to play our abilities and the letters and let the combat finish itself. Speaking of which, Yokai Girl into True Full Moon, number 2. Yeah, she literally cannot get through this match barrier, so I really don't need to ever attack again. In this fight, I mean block, not attack. I could just Passionate Memories, in fact, for double damage. She would still not get through all of it. In fact, I am going to. I have 4 card plays left, so Love Letter for 3, Embers for 2, and I don't actually need to do the last 2 plays, I think, because the auto card play is probably going to finish this. But if I do... okay, Yokai AG, never mind. That was just pretty lucky regardless, but yeah. Not interested in the Instinctive Love. Despite the EG, I think. Okay, so I have like 5. But the thing is, I'm not always playing like all of them. Sometimes I don't play Embers, sometimes Anarchist can't be played because I have to play like 2 full moons. Yeah, I think it's fine if we don't have the full 5 set. Not interested. Sorry, Doremi. Oh, she is mad with us and she comes to fight, it seems. Okay, so Sleeping Consciousness. And as I mentioned, that should help us set up our early game here. Passionate Memories actually seems really good here. Because we're not going to pop her barrier this turn, most likely, anyway. Is it just me, or... oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I am an absolute idiot. Fugue is a mental state. Hushing is a mental state. So playing the other card cancelled this one, which means I stopped being able to draw cards and generate mana. Great job, me. Yeah, Fugue is a mental state and you can only have one at a time, so I kinda screwed myself. You can only play one card this turn because of the other thingy. So yeah, this turn it is going to be a double Triple Moon. Not enough black mana apparently. So I guess it's Dance of the Heart plus into Air Kiss. Still, we should be fine regardless. We do have Passion and the Firepower as a damage multiplier. And all the autoplay and stuff. So we get the second full moon here for the block this turn. And the EG might actually finish it on its own, even if it's only one follow-up. Yep, exact lethal in fact. I don't think picking up a second one's a good idea. I'm just gonna skip. I was very tempted for like half a second. Either of these could honestly be fine. The extra mana does help us with setting up our abilities, but if I'm already doing Fugue for that, kind of feels irrelevant. Yeah, I don't really like any of these. Unleash Potential though, just for reference. I think it's an extremely good rare. And it works extremely well with the Rainbow... what is it called? Rainbow Lotus? Well, both of the cards that want you to play all the colors to get an extra effect, basically. Both the one that gives you Spirit and Firepower, and also the one that recovers something from exile. So yeah, very good card. Try it out if you want. But I'm going to keep my cards and my money. So I can go to a shop and remove another card. Kozusu, we do not have any books I think, and I do not want to lose my money. So I will simply not be taking any books today, Kozusu, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is kinda, irrelevant for us, other than the poison slowly killing us. Because we already only play very few cards per turn anyway. But, let's start with this. Not really interested in any of these after I've already played Truthful Moon. So let's play it and go for the Fox first. Already almost dead. The one card I do want to get, if I find it, is one of the follow-up cards that does AoE. Issue being, it's not one of the ones that shuffles to the bottom, I'm pretty sure, but better than not having it, I think. And all things considered, I think in Compassionate Memories now, it might still be too risky. Let's just do Embers. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, Hardman's into EG is going to be Dance of the Heart, so let's kill this one. Please go top. It didn't, that's a shame. This is good enough actually. 4 cards, so Passionate, into Urkis, into Shoot, and that is a win. Nothing of interest here. Wondering how it might have been useful like 2 acts ago. So nothing interesting here either, which means we go for our last removal of the Overflowing Love. And we just move on. That's it. Oh, we're going to fight ourselves here. So I'm still not 100% sure what Koishi does as a boss, because I've mostly been playing Koishi on the beta, so I only see her here with the Eikishiki. But from what I've gathered so far, she does hide her intents in part. So I know she's doing an 8x2 attack, but I don't know what else she's doing. And if I remember correctly, every time she uses her spell card, the level of Unpredictable goes up, and we know less and less about her intents. Let's get rid of the wreaths and go True Full Moon. Not into EEG apparently, because I forgot about the Long Night. So I'm just passing. I don't want to waste cards against the elite encounter. I only did this because I know they're not getting through my defense anyway. But I definitely don't want to be wasting my card plays, because I do have to get through theirs. Sounds of the Heart. I'm just going for the Embers here. I am retaining Passionate Memories, but I'll only use it once, you know, almost guarantees a kill. Might be now, in fact. Yeah, let's go for it. EEG. Sounds of the Heart. Perfect. Arcus will kill now, and the follow-up goes on Eiki. This is why I don't tend to know what she does yet. All my runs either go like this or I die before getting here. And that is Eiki Shiki out of the game. Yeah, I think at this point the 5, the Timber from the custom sunglasses doesn't really matter anymore. It didn't help us early on. Okay, just Blink Dagger just makes this completely free. The game is over. The game's already over. There is literally 0% chance I lose ever. Fight is already won. Look at this. Just look at this. Discard the garbage. Sleeping Consciousness. Into Embers. Into Full Moon. Hardmans. Airkiss. And now that they're vulnerable, the second one. And just, you know, for good measure. And I still have 5 cards to kill the Wolf Tengu. Pretty ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, my deck was insane already. And the Blink Dagger just enables consistency. And Memories into an Instinct EEG. Just ends the fight immediately. Yeah. I have to say, I promise you, this isn't as overpowered as it looks. I'm just making it look insane by virtue of getting super lucky. Okay, so that was 1, 2... Yeah, we have 5. I guess I could take the Instinct. It is upgraded, so it is accurate at least. Okay, let's do it. I now have 1 follow-up card that goes on the bottom for each of my follow-up attack cards. Okay, so 11 mana. I feel like doing like Embers into True Full Moon into Airkiss is just the most effective way to fight this early on. True Full Moon, I didn't save the mana I should have saved. I don't even know if I could have, but I certainly didn't. And now we pray that Suwokon doesn't screw us, I guess. Perfect. Her reward is hopefully death. I am going to just spellcard now. I'm feeling like, because this combat is way too dangerous, and I did do the True Full Moon pretty early, because I don't remember the last time I spellcarded, so it's not like I'm going to need it anytime soon. And yeah, we should here. Still have 7 cards. Not gonna use the second one, because my next attack will likely kill her anyway. Except I forgot about the barrier. Still, this is a kill. And this leaves her on half HP. And now if I draw any follow-up, I should just kill her here. Arcus should do it there, yeah. Close but no cigar actually. So let's play Hardman. Worst case we at least half an out to the full moon, but I think we should be fine with 8 HP on Kanako. Yep, the staircase here. Yeah, like the Hardman thing is just, you know, before I screw myself over, just in case, because I have made mistakes in the past that I've regretted massively. So I don't wanna, you know, make a fuck up that kills the run, and then I have to upload like the most goddamn embarrassing loss in YouTube history. Okay, so at this point, most of my cards are upgraded, so most of the unupgraded ones are easily hit by the mooncake, but the ones that are always at the bottom of my deck don't actually get upgraded by the mooncake. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the Dances of the Heart now, because this is kind of the only way they're ever getting upgraded anyway. So yeah. Fight another elite. Oh, new VGM by the way. We've already like technically heard it with Ekishiki, but I kinda forgot because I was thinking about something else. I was thinking about fighting against Boss Koishi. But yeah, we have the Act 3 Elite music, so that's also pretty nice. I absolutely despise how Clown Pieces starts for like 10 seconds, but then I adore the rest of the melody, which feels pretty weird. So we're doing Tarot here. Not gonna need Sleeping Consciousness because I'm likely to just go Full Moon into the garbage here with Passionate up. Or just, you know, Passionate, Embers, and True Full Moon. Yeah, that sounds good. And double air kiss. And we're already almost done. Holy fuck, man. I'm making this character look super broken, and I promise you it's not as broken as it seems. Just the early True Full Moon just won the round, I feel like. And then the second one just sealed it. And our last upgrade is going to the last Dance of Heart. And, you know, Sana is not gonna like what she's about to get. Now that I think of it though, Seiji will actually be a difficult combat because of the statuses, making it so we can't really slow down because eventually we'll just get bogged down in statuses. But also, if we rush too much, we're going to get fucked because we can't play the True Full Moons too early. So yeah, I am going to have to be careful there. That is one thing that might be a small issue here. Still, I don't think it's gonna be a massive one. I'm just gonna go ahead and do Sleeping Consciousness for the setup. Also makes our Hermit cost 0 because we are in Fugue. And yeah, I'm sorry about Sanai honestly, because like she's the anti-ability boss. She's supposed to be this powerful enemy that just scales out of control if you use too many abilities. But the thing is, obviously you know what our deck's going to do because we've done it a bunch of times already. But just in general, the ability decks that play enough abilities to actually matter for Sanai, they just outscale her with those abilities. So yeah, we're about to just completely embarrass this poor woman. Just cycle our cards with Fugue to get to the good ones. Just EG. And finish off with like True Full Moon into double air kiss, I guess. I don't know why I thought it was double. Never mind. But yeah, like -2 spirit. Congrats, Sanai, you did it. And in response, I do Passionate Memories. and forget that I could only get one card play here because of the fugue thing. Thankfully I have like 3 grace, which I did take into account before doing that. But that was a mistake regardless. Get this out. I am going to block here. And Air Kiss. Thankfully the Long Night doesn't really limit us much. Because the actual limit is that we have 5 cards left to play. This makes it 4. But Sana is already almost dead. And next turn we should be good. Yeah, this turn we are taking actually a small amount of damage. Oh, Soul Torch. Soul Torch is proccing. But no. We EEG. And she DEEDIES. She dies. That was not funny, I'm sorry. That was a bad joke. And we didn't see a single red exhibit in the entire game, I guess. But backdoor here is going to be 2 removals. Which means Flower Wreath and the Boundary, I guess. And I guess for Seija, either of these two could actually be good. Butterfly does give us like an out to her bullshit. If we just play turn 1 with innate, we just get random rares. And eventually we get one that helps us scale out, like, away from danger. Plus I do want to try it, honestly, so I'm going to pick it up. And regardless of that though, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove another boundary. I don't have any HLs, right? Nope. That's a goodbye against Seija. And I guess, you know, Ballistic Shield. And I'll upgrade the ability we just got here to play turn 1. And let's go ahead and fight Seija. Yeah, as I mentioned, she does start with the Bono. We're gonna get rid of Long Night just so we can do our things. Not gonna start with True Full Moon this time, and I do not want to do Sleeping Consciousness, because that might actually end up screwing us over later. Yeah, True Full Moon is probably gonna come like turn 2 or 3. For now though, we just get to play this. Into Dream. Okay, girl. And Embers. Yeah, this needs all my black, sadly. Oh, but I can go Tarot first to get more, actually. And now, Embers still lets me do the Arcus. Into the Arcus. And we got her below 900, which means from now on, we can actually kill her in 3 turns if we deal 300 damage each turn. I'm just gonna Heart Concerto to make sure we actually have a good chance of doing that. I have 2 spell cards anyway, and I don't want to get screwed by the statuses. Okay, the Sleeping Consciousness is definitely not the kind of rare I wanted to get from the ability I used, the random ability. You know, the one that completely ignores mana color and character restrictions. Like, what the hell? How did I get Sleeping Consciousness literally first? Oh well. Point being, let's just go ahead and shield ourselves. Can I winging 9 cards at this point? Actually, Consciousness might actually be good here. Because it lets me reshuffle my deck. And 2 cards is probably good enough next turn anyway. Okay, if this isn't a card I can actually play, I'm gonna be super disappointed, but I think I have to do this at this point. Come on. God fucking damn it. Okay, I have 8 cards to deal 300 damage. I mean 700 damage. Or, you know, just let the autoplay do it. Yeah, Truthful Moon into the imaginary Danmaku I just created. Should do it for this turn for the damage cap. Oh, it grabs ours before... yeah. We still have follow-ups, so it grabs ours instead of creating new ones. So yeah, that is 100% guaranteed to do it. We don't really care about the pyramid shit puzzle, I think. It did kind of screw us for the draw though, but we get to play the new Evil Exterminate. Rather than double damage, cards are played twice. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Into Instinctive. Kinda want to do more, but I think it's best if I just let the turn go. Am I gonna get screwed by the Lombo? Because that's what it's looking like right now. Dazzling Dash is definitely not what I wanted for either. So Jokai does get us decent damage. Gonna go ahead and do... actually, Hard Concertos should probably be the finisher no matter what. Because the more follow-ups I do, the more firepower I'll gain. So eventually it'll be the strongest thing I have. And yeah, she's below 300 now. So next turn I can go Passionate Memories into Concerto. And just do whatever cards I've actually drawn. Which is... well, the Embers of Love is decent enough, I guess. Yeah, I have 3 cards. So... 1... 2... Dance of the Heart does it. Yeah. I can just Concerto now and kill. That was way closer than I wanted it to be, but the run was absolutely godlike. And I do not regret for even a second that I actually got 2 runs on this video. Yeah. Oh, you're about to see some ridiculous shit here. Yeah, I've been playing quite a bit of Koishi. I've been experimenting a lot for reference. Like, this isn't just all losses because I played like shit. This is also a lot of dumb shit and things I was trying to force to actually learn. But as you can see, this is actually just my second win so far. First win, by the way. The card I told you that was completely broken. Double Flash of Inspiration. So yeah, check out that one and play it yourself if you want. Because I really do think this is an absolutely ridiculous card. But regardless of that, this was just completely ridiculous run, as you can see. Again, this is all in the beta branch of Lost Branch of Legend. So due to the quick speed of changes and the micro patching, it could literally just not be this way anymore right now. With the only difference being I haven't updated my version to the newest yet. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of quick changes, a lot of adaptation. There's still tuning, obviously, all of Koishi stuff. And from what I hear, Shirno, when she was put into the beta, and when she actually left the beta and got released, which was actually when I started to play the game, it was like 2 completely different characters. So hopefully the parts I didn't like about Koishi's A set will be eventually revamped and upgraded. But yeah, my point here isn't to complain, but rather all of this is extremely subject to change. Over, like, it's probably only this quick right now, and as they get through the first couple of days, I'm assuming they will slow down little by little until they start making changes geared to actually releasing the character outside of the beta to actually the full public. release. But yeah, so far what I can see on the follow-up deck is extremely fun, and as you saw, it can get extremely broken as well. I really like the changes to make some of these cards shuffle to the bottom. It felt so good to not have to be bogged down by randomly drawing my follow-up cards, and it was actually an interesting deck building challenge to maintain parity between my follow-up cards, my follow-up activators, being careful with where I use what and all that stuff. I think like 3 hours ago, I was actually kind of worried for the follow-up version of the character as well, not just the other one. And now I'm actually super fucking hyped. I'm really looking forward to playing more Koishi. And yeah, this run was absolutely amazing. I'm actually super happy to be posting this. Took us like an hour 15, yeah, that was very fast. For my runs anyway, you know. Yeah, that was all for today, I think. In the end, because Koishi came out, I was going to try and record like Aya or Momiji yesterday, but I didn't have time. And since Koishi came out on beta today, I thought, hey, might as well show off the beta content and the new character. And yeah, that's about it. I do hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, that's all I had to say. Have a good weekend, and see you for the next video, hopefully. Bye bye.